Hello guys, welcome back to another video. I got a very interesting one for you guys today. I think you guys are gonna love this one. So if you do, just let me know, comment, like below, and just let me know what you think. And yeah, this is gonna be a very good one. It's about how me and my buddy stole his sister's car at 14 and then went and got drunk. This is a very crazy story, you guys. So basically, it all kind of started. Me and my buddy were just on the game. I don't remember what we were playing. I think we were playing Fortnite or something like that. I don't remember. Me and my buddy used to try to be professional Fortnite players back in the day. Just kind of embarrassing, but anyways, it all kind of started. We were just on the game, and my buddy was like, "Yo, my sister leaves her keys all the time, just on the counter. Like, how funny would it be if I just went out and started driving around?" And then I was like, dude, like that would be a very fire idea. And guys, if you're watching this and you're 14, don't do this. This is a very dumb idea. It could have got us into so much trouble, but you know, luckily we didn't get in that much trouble, but we still definitely got in some trouble with our parents. So, but yeah, don't do this. So, but anywho, he was talking to me and he was like, "I'm gonna do it, bro, and I'm gonna pick you up." And I'm like, dude, honestly, like you can go ahead and do that. I am not coming with you. Like, and if you get caught, like, you get caught. Like, I am not coming with you on this one. And he does it. He takes his sister's keys. He gets in the car and he starts driving around the neighborhood. And he FaceTimes me and he's like, "Dude, are you sure you don't want me to pick you up?" And then I'm like, "Dude, absolutely not. Like, there is no way that I'm doing that." So, anywho, he just ends up going home. Doesn't drive around for too long. But he almost hit his mailbox too, which is funny on the way out. He said he like did so he was his first time driving a car. So when he was backing out, he almost hit the fucking mailbox. But luckily he didn't. And luckily there's no cars coming because he said he wasn't looking either. But yeah, fast forward about 3 days later, he texts me and he's like, "Yo, I'm about to go for a drive. You want to come with? Nothing happened last time. I promise nothing's going to happen again." And 14-year-old me is like, I was debating it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was like, well, okay, if we're just driving around the neighborhood, like, and it's just him, like, even if he gets caught by his parents, he'll just drop me off and I won't get that much trouble, right? So I was like, you know what, dude, I'm in. And then he proceeds to take his sister's keys, take his car, and I'm like looking at him on like Life 360 because we're in like a Life 360 group with each other at the moment for whatever reason. And I'm just slowly watching him thinking, what am I doing? Like, I am 14 years old. Why am I doing this? But anywho, he gets to my house and I get in the car. And it was, honestly, it was pretty fun. It was our first time ever driving around. We were just kind of going. It was fun. It was very illegal and very dangerous because we never knew how to drive. I never drove. He only did the driving, but nevertheless, still very dangerous. And you know, we go home and it was fine. Nothing happened. And then about a week later rolls around and Nathan got something. He got grounded for something about a week prior. But anywho, me and pretty much all of my friends except this friend, like, you know what, let's give him a name. Let's call him Jared. And if you are wondering, yes, it is the same Jared from last video. But anywho, so we're all at my friend's house. Let's give him a name too. Let's call him George. So we're all at George's house. It's me and a few of my buddies. And Nathan, as I said, just got ungrounded. So he was grounded. He was trying to sneak out or something. Yeah, that's what it was. He was trying to sneak out, and he got grounded because he got caught before he could do it. And he wasn't going to steal a car or anything, but he was just trying to sneak out. And nevertheless, he got grounded, and literally the exact day he got ungrounded, he calls us, and he goes, "Guys, I'm gonna drive there in my sister's car." And we were like, dude, that is an absolutely horrible idea. Not only is that illegal to do with that, but we were drinking at George's house. So we were like, if you were drunk, you would definitely crash or get pulled over by the cops. And he was understanding about it at the moment. He was like, yeah, that's not, you know what, you guys are probably right. Like, and I also just got caught for sneaking out. Like, that, it's just not a good idea. So we hang up the phone and we proceed with our night. And we start eating, drinking, we start having fun. And then we get a call from Jared. And this motherfucker pulled up and he said, "Yo, bro, I'm at the window." And oh my god, we were mad, but we were like, okay, well, he's fucking here, so let's go, whatever. So we were still enforcing him not to drink, because obviously he had to go drive. We're like, dude, honestly, like, it's not a good idea for you. And he did not care. He just started pounding shots. I'm not even kidding. In the first 10 minutes he was there, he probably had like 4 or 5, which was crazy to me. But yeah. And then we hear a buzzing sound, like, like a phone. It was a phone ringing, but like with the silence on. And Jared reaches in his pocket, looks at us, drops his mouth, shows us to the rest of us, and his fucking mom. His mom is calling him. So we all shit our pants, dude. Like, it was actually like crazy. And he didn't answer the phone at first. I'm not gonna lie, he did not. I mean, why would you? He didn't know what to say. And then she texted him saying, pick up the phone or the cops will be involved. And this is when we all were like, fuck, dude. Like, we have to call her. And anywho, we do. And for some reason, like, so me and Jared are like best friends. We're like the day ones. And my parents and Jared's parents knew each other. So we told Jared's parents while we were on the phone that I was not there. But they were screaming at him. I'm not even kidding. Like, I don't think I've known Jared's parents for so long. I've never heard them scream like that. And neither is Jared, actually. So yeah, that was pretty crazy. And anywho, they come to the conclusion, like, you are not driving home right now. Like, he told them that, he was drinking, and they knew he was 14. He probably should not be driving. So they say, me and your father are gonna come pick you up, and we're gonna talk to you and all your friends. And this is when everyone kind of shit their pants. So this was at George's house, and George was shitting his pants the most because he had the most strict parents out of all of us, but his parents were gone for the weekend. And he was worried that they were going to want to call him. And then about 15 minutes later, they pull up, and then we all go outside. At this point, I was like, you know what, I'm a part of this. I need to just, like, it seems stupid at the time, but honestly, like, they would trust me more than anyone. So at the right moment, it just seemed like it was the right thing to do for, like, me to talk to them. But nevertheless, they got here, and so basically Jared's parents wanted to talk with George's parents, but George's parents weren't home. And then they wanted to call him, and then George was just like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like, I'm not gonna give you my dad's phone number. And they're like, okay, whatever, like, we're not gonna get away with it. And we told his parents that we told him not to do it, which was true, and she didn't believe us. She was like, okay, yeah, whatever, you know what she was, that's how it was. But honestly, if I were her, I'd probably be saying the exact same thing. But yeah, Jared leaves, and we were all just kind of in shock, like, what do we do from here? And then there really was not much we could do. I was shitting my pants the most because they're definitely gonna call my parents since I was there now. But anywho, maybe it was dumb for me to go out there and talk to him, honestly. At this point, I think it was. But nevertheless, the next day rolls around. I get picked up from my dad, and I tell him that Nathan stole his car and came and got in trouble. But I didn't tell him that I was involved with anything, or we were drinking or anything. So the whole day goes by, and I'm just literally so anxious. I think this might have been the most anxious that I've ever been in my life. And not to mention, this was on the last day before freshman year started. It was like the last day of summer before freshman year started. So I was like, dude, if I get caught, this is gonna be like the worst thing ever right before high school starts. Like, this isn't gonna be good. But yeah, no, a few hours rolls around, and of course, my dad gets a phone call, and it was Jared's parents. And my dad told me to come down there, and I did. And then he proceeded to take my phone and told me I can never hang out with Jared or any of my friends ever again. And of course, he was just saying that. He was mad in the moment. He stuck with it for like a day, but then he was like, well, whatever, I'm not gonna make you not hang out with your friends. Like, you're kids, you make stupid decisions. So he eventually let me hang out with my friends again. But yeah, no, that was the end of the story. I got grounded for probably a good week or so after that. That's low-key on the more chill side, so I know a lot of people would have got a lot more, and I'm thankful for that. But I'm a lot more thankful too that Jared didn't get arrested, and I'm glad he got caught by his parents and not the cops, because he would probably had to go to juvie or something like that. But yeah, hope you guys have yourself a wonderful day and peace out.